Of the following four questions, which would most closely describe Rachel Mates? A, carefree, B, nerdy, C, tall, and D, overthinker. Now, if you said D, then you were absolutely correct. I overthink everything and everything possible, SAT being one of them. When I was in 8th grade, in our English class, we had an assignment to create a vision board. A vision board is pictures glued onto a poster board portraying future dreams a person strives for. On my vision board, I put pictures of friends, shows, movies, vacations, and professions I hope that would be a part of my life in the future, alongside with pictures of later in life goals that I would have. And at the center of the board was a big blue and orange letter U, along with the letter F, representing my most audacious goal to be a Gator at the University of Florida. Fast forward to the fall of my junior year, and I'm seated with a number 2 pencil at Boca Raton High School, waiting for the SAT proctor to say, begin. Now, I'm not a morning person, and here I was at 7:45 a.m. My legs were shaking, my heart was pounding, my hands were sweating, and I could barely even hold my number 2 pencil. 3 hours later, not even halfway done, and I was a wreck. I was even more of a wreck when weeks later I received my SAT scores, and they were even worse than I imagined. SMH. Shaking my head over and over. Must have been about 1,000 times. But here I was 3 years ago after I made that darn vision board, and I realized that my dream that sat at the center of that board in orange and blue ink was gone, obliterated, like it wasn't even a thought written down. Now, mind you, I'm the happiest osprey that I could be. So the story is no near about being a gator, but about being aware enough to know that I needed to address my overthinking if I was going to realize any dream on that vision board. I always had this nagging feeling that I was thinking too much all the time about the wrong thing. Instead of classes, I was concerned with the cliques at school. Instead of books, I was focused on boyfriends. There was just always drama going on in my brain, and I couldn't seem to move past it. When I got the scores, I was very, very disappointed. I was distraught. I can't even count the hours I spent overthinking about that. Looking back now, I wish that I could tell that high school girl that she shouldn't have beat herself up so much, because life is good, and she will love where she goes to college. I overthought over and over about what impact my score would have on future plans, such as getting married, having kids, and choosing career paths. So I overthought myself to death and eventually realized there was no point in overthinking because everything will be okay and everything happens for a reason. I had to learn that sometimes it was okay to overthink, and sometimes it was okay to let go, and sometimes it was okay to change my path. So before I go, one more question. Of the following four choices, which would most closely describe the impact of overthinking on Rachel Bates? A, anxiety. B, striving. C, joy. Or D, all of the above. Now, if you answer D, then you are correct. Thank you so much.